Hi everybody, it's Claire with another art journal video for you, and today again I'm playing with the new Dina Wakley paint release that's come out, the ones that we've had as gloss sprays and now are released as paints, and I decided I would play with them on my gel plate to start off with. So with this colour combo that I'm using here, I'm using Blackberry Fuchsia and then the new Orchid as well, and I think I also throw a bit of Tangelo in there too. After a while. So I've sped this bit up because really this is just me faffing about and playing on the gel plate, mixing the colours and using some of the Dina's stencils too, just to create some interesting backgrounds which I'm then going to use on a journal page. So really there was no point leaving this really slow because I think you'd have been bored to tears. So those are also two of the new colours. That was Tangelo and Rouge as well. So really pretty colours that look really nice together. There we go. So those are the pieces that I've got, and I'm just going to start off with this one here. I've used the mosaic stencil on that one, and just ripping off the edges, using my ruler to help with this, because I quite like the torn edge look, but I didn't want it to be too messy. So, and then I'm just choosing another one as well that's going to work with that, because obviously I've used the same sort of colours on these pieces of gel printed paper. I'm going to work on a journal page together. So then again I'm playing in my craft journal for this one, and I'm just going to be tearing these pages and creating some pieces that I'm going to stick in. So I'm going to stick these in place using an ordinary glue stick, and just because that gives me a little bit of time where I can move them if I want to, and I can add extra bits in there, but also just because it was what it was at hand. I didn't have to reach too far for it. So sticking these down in place, and then I'm going to add some of the other pieces of paper too, so to bring some of the other colours into the page. It's quite like the way that's overlapping there, and the fact that you can see that white torn edge as well. I like that too, so that adds another bit of element of contrast on the page as well. So here I'm just using those other pieces from the other piece that I printed and just adding some more elements on to the pieces that I've added on already. You can see that bit there I didn't want to lift, so just sticking that on the end. I love how these colours are working together, they're so pretty. Okay, so then I'm using the Circles painting stencil. This is quite an old one from Dina Wakley, and I'm using blackberry paint through this, and I'm just adding some circles onto my page. This definitely is one of my favourite stencils. I love the fact that it adds areas of concentrated colour without it being too much, and it's really easy to add things into the circles or over the circles, so you've got focal points. I just love so many possibilities. So yes, this is a stencil that I find myself reaching for quite a lot. And then these are some pieces of collage paper from the Painted Marks set. That was the release from January, I think it was. So I'm sticking these in place using some gel medium. So again using black as a bit of a contrast against the other colours that are there. They're quite bright, vibrant colours, aren't they, that are on the background already. And I'm just cutting that one in half because I wanted to have some of them right on the edge of the page too. And then once it was dry, going in with my Signo Uniball in white and just sketchily outlining those circles. Not worrying about keeping it neat, I quite like that sort of rough sketchy look. And then this is the Sprouts mask and stencil. I absolutely love this. I've used it so much. And I think, like Dina often says, you can fall down a rabbit hole when you're using things and you find something that you like doing. I don't think there's a problem with that at all. It's lots of fun. It's how we practice and learn new techniques and get better at them. So I just love this, and I've decided I would use black through this. And this is, again, is black gesso, because I like how matte it is once it's dry. So going in for the 3 focal points on the page, the 3 images, just because we know that odd numbers work really well too, and it's what our eye likes to look at. So then I'm using my Posca pen. I'm just going down the left-hand side of each of those sprout images. It's not a sprout image, a leaf image. Oh my gosh. And just adding like a smudgy highlight to those. This kind of helps to pop them out a little bit without bringing them forward too much. I did have a go at drawing around them in the white pen, but that really, it just made them too, they were too much in the foreground. So then I'm just using a quote from one of Dina's text collage papers and sticking that in place using some gel medium. So then I'm using some orchid and doing some splatters on there too. And that is the page finished. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me use some of these new colours. Thanks for watching. Come back again tomorrow to see another video using some of Dina's new paint colours. Thanks for watching.